unto me, son of man, go get thee to the house of Israel and speak my words unto them. See, God ain't saying go speak what you think.
Come on.
Don't tell them what you think.
That's right.
Don't tell that co-worker what they should be doing in their marriage and if it ain't godly counsel.
Come on.
Don't tell me how to govern my children and you ain't telling me the word of God.
Come on.
Come on. See, I need to talk to somebody who's full of the word. I need to talk to somebody that got the mind of Christ. Come on now. Because we got so many people go around, we get information and we say, can you pray for me? Can you talk to me? Can you tell me this? And it ain't coming from God. You getting a message that's tainted. You getting a message that ain't been led by God.
All right.
In order for a person to be able to give that word, we gotta be a eater. We gotta be a doer of that same word. If you look with me in Matthew 22. Because even being commissioned by this word, I can see in Jesus, even in Matthew 22, when the Lord, he had a dinner. This one, he has prepared this dinner. Because he said, this roll that I have, I want you to eat. He said, I prepared this dinner in chapter 22 and verse 2. Start at verse 1. Say, Jesus answered and said, spake unto them a parable and said, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a certain king, which had made a marriage for his son, and sent forth his servants to call them that were bidden to the wedding, that they would not come. Again he sent forth other servants, saying, tell them which are bidden, behold, I have prepared my dinner, my oxen and my fatlings are killed, and all things are ready. Come unto my marriage. But they made light of it and went their ways, one to his farm, another to his merchandise, and that remnant took his servants and treated them spitefully and slew them. But when the king heard thereof, he was wroth, and he sent forth his armies and destroyed those murderers and burned up their city. See, this is a dinner here where God prepared the table, and he's beckoning his people to come. Come on now. He's beckoning the church to come. He said, but he invited this dinner, but they was too busy. See, when you talking to those family members, those co-workers, they too busy for this gospel. They ain't got time for this gospel. And that's what the children of Israel was. They didn't have time for what God was offering.
Help us. Help us, God. Help us.
Even when he told Ezekiel, don't be moved by it. He said, because they didn't listen to me, they ain't going to listen to you.
Oh, my God.
He said, but tell them anyway.
Oh, God.
He said, I prepared a dinner for you, and you ain't show up.
Oh, Jesus.
Come on, you think about a wedding when a person has spent all this money and it's beautified. Come on now, sit down, invitations. They went through all the time and the effort to make sure everything is just right. Got the musicians, got the DJ, got the choir, whatever you want to, whatever you're gonna have at your wedding. Make sure the red carpet is rolled out. He said, but they didn't come.
Jesus.
How many of us that's been commissioned by God and we go out and we preach this gospel and people don't come? Don't be rejected by those that don't come. Don't be rejected by those who don't hear you. He said, because they rejected me. Verse 7, he said, but when the king heard thereof, he was wroth, and he sent forth his armies to destroy the murderers and burn up the cities. Then said he to his servants, the wedding is ready, but they which are bidden were not worthy. Oh my God. Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid them to the marriage. See, even that chosen ones, that these was the Jews. These was God chosen people that he had sent and invited to this dinner. But they choose not to come because they was busy. They was doing their own thing. And so many times as we preach this gospel, as we witness to that coworker, we witness to that family member again, they ain't got time. You invite them to church, and you invite them to church over and over again, saying, why don't you come? But they ask you to pray for them, and can you pray for my family? But when you invite them, they don't come. They ain't got time to come for this gospel.
That's right.
He said, but go in the highways. Go into those who nobody don't want.
Come on.
Go and get the underdog.
Come on.
Go get that crackhead. Go get that dope dealer that everybody passed by. Go get that man that's stinking, that when he come to your church, you don't want him to sit on the front row.
Come on. All right, talk about it.
That's it.
Jesus.
Come on, that woman that's been left there with them 5 children, been abandoned. Come on now.
Yeah.
That person who homeless, when ain't nobody, will feel like they ain't got a helping hand, he said, go get them.
Right.
And bring them to the dinner table. Verse 10, he said, so those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good. See, God said, bring them all in, both bad or good. Because see, this right here, once the Jews rejected him, it opened up the door to us Gentiles.
Come on.
Yeah.
Well, we can come in and receive what they didn't want. And he said, when the king came in to see the guests, he saw there a man which had not on the wedding garment. As I was reading this in the Contemporary, why was out of everybody else that said it was crowded? People was everywhere because they went out on the streets and got everybody, bad or good. But it showed there was one man who stood out. And the king looked at him and said, you come, but you ain't dressed. As I read that, it said that he came, but his heart wasn't right.
Oh, boy.
See, even though you got people out there that may not be saved, may not don't look like church. Come on now. But even when you come before the kings of kings, your heart got to be right.
Come on.
All right. All right.
Your mind got to be right. He didn't come with the right attire.
Oh.
It said that the king came to see the guests, and he saw that there was a man which had not on a wedding garment. And he said unto him, friend, how camest thou in hither not having a wedding garment? And he was speechless. Then said the king to the servants, bind him hand and foot and take him away and cast him into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. See, when you ain't got that word on the inside of you, ain't got that faith to believe God.
Jesus.
Come on, if your heart ain't right, come on now. He said you'll be bound up,
Jesus.
hand and foot, and you'll be cast into outer darkness. Wow. That's why we can't take it lightly even when the word of God is being preached or teach. We can't take it lightly even when in the midst of a prophet, when we're in the midst of God's messenger. We can't take it lightly. He said, because when you come to this wedding, we got to have a heart to receive. We got to have a heart and a mind to receive.